that's a much more reassuring way of looking at things. What have we become, Alice? When you look at the state of our politics, we're supposed to have the mother of parliaments. Well, this is one mother that has emphatically abandoned her kids in the woods to be brought up by wolves. And let me tell you, that never works out like it does in the stories. Wolves are bad parents, unless you're a wolf, in which case they can do a job bringing you up as a wolf. Do not give your children to wolves. And do we actually own anything as a country now? Is there anything we haven't flogged off for profit? Oh, I think we've basically just become a homeopathic Britain. Diluted and diluted until there's barely a...
No DedSec registration detected. Identify yourself or I'll seal the exits, hack your optic, and read you every drunken email you ever wrote until you starve.
Whoa! It's all right. I'm supposed to be here. Authorization code Sabine sent me?
Sabine's alive? Well, that's one piece of good news. I'm Bagley, DedSec's definitely not stolen, highly advanced AI assistant, and it seems I've been out of commission for a few months. Anyway, why don't you go connect me to the DedSec network so I can become more powerful than you could possibly imagine? I mean, catch up on what I missed.
Hello and welcome back to The Upload. In this episode, we're talking about CTOS 3.0, the city operating system that's now powering all of London. For those of you who need reminding, as if anyone does at this point, CTOS...
Ah, that's it. I'm reconnected to the network, downloading our database, news archives, and... Oh no. Terrorist group DedSec responsible for deadly bombings in London? Dalton Wolf dead? I leave you people alone for a second and you immediately cock it all up.
Sounds like a proper conspiracy, Bagley. Who was really behind the bombings then?
There's a gap in my memory after Dalton...
This is London Calling. You're here with me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. In today's world, we've all had to get used to our every move being tracked by the optic on our temples, by the cameras around us, and with every click we make online. Seems like everything we do feeds the big data beast. Why are data giants like Bloom so hungry to get hold of our private information and our metadata? What are they using it for? Will we ever have real private lives again? What is privacy in the digital world? And what happens when capitalism and surveillance become one? As you know, we keep all names confidential on Buccaneer. Speaking from a secure location, here's new technology strategist Charles, who worked all over the world trying to keep democracy strong in the face of the data assault.
If you have enough personal data on somebody, you're able to predict what it is that they're going to do. You can tell what they might be passionate about, but mostly you can tell what they fear. And if you can tell...
Coming up in today's episode of The Upload, we're talking about how Bagley managed to conquer London. Hello and welcome back to The Upload. I'm Claire Waters, and we've been discussing the hacktivist, now alleged terrorist group, DedSec, on this week's Buccaneer Radio. I have Colin calling in. Colin, what's your take?
Now, I've been saying from the start we should have rounded up DedSec and thrown them in jail. Now, I'll say they should all be lined up and shot.
You don't find it awfully convenient that they've been fingered as the attackers, but we've seen no proof?
Look at Tone! Look at our city! What more proof do you need?
Well, Colin, I'd say you have to look at their history of non-violent action. Albion's put more civilians in the hospital in the past few months than DedSec ever has. I smell a scapegoat. Now I have Emily calling in. Emily, what's your take?
You're absolutely right, Claire. The government's just framing DedSec because they want to make it seem like they have this under control. They probably have no clue who was behind the bombings. But that doesn't look good on the news, does it? DedSec's been a thorn in their side. Who better to pin it on?
Angie, I have you next. What do you make of all this?
I think, if anything, DedSec showed their true colors. It's terrifying to think we harbored such a dangerous element for years. Terrorists in our own backyard.
Do you find DedSec more frightening than the different gangs in London like Clan Kelly?
Clan Kelly might set your shop on fire and maybe they'd kill you, but even they wouldn't try to blow up all of Parliament.
Next I have Crypto King. Do you feel safer using a pseudonym?
Everyone should. Why make it easier for them to track you? And now we've seen what they're capable of and how far they're willing to go.
Hold on. Do you mean the government? Are you suggesting the government was responsible for the bombings?
Oh, trust me, Claire. They didn't do it alone. They're all in on it. The government, Albion, Sirs, Bloom, Sky Bloody Larson, and all the way up to Downing Street. They want to keep us scared, harness us with mind control, suck every last ounce of usefulness out of us, and even in death they'll sell off our bodies.
And what do you suggest we do, Crypto King?
Go underground. Deep enough, no electric signal can get you. It's the only way.
Well, thank you to all of our callers today, and thank you for tuning in and scouting for the truth along with me. Next week, Buccaneer Radio will be diving into the Albion Corporation. Just who are these men and women being paid lucrative amounts for the city's defense? Are they protecting us? Protecting London? Or someone else's interests? See you next week, fellow pirates. Claire Waters out.
Let's be honest, after I disarmed the bomb at Parliament, I'm missing information about what happened after I was taken offline. But from what I can infer, an unknown hacker group identified only as Zero Day was involved. I believe this Zero Day staged the attacks and framed DedSec for their dirty work. Come to my terminal. Sabine is requesting a video call. Patching in Sabine Brandt now. I suggest you listen very closely to anything she has to say.
There you are. I'm glad you made it. Bagley, God, it's good to hear your demented little voice. Is your memory intact?
Not even slightly. The last record I have is of our HQ being raided. My only lead is a group known as Zero Day. Ring any bells?
No. But the HQ was attacked by some men in black, the same that were at Parliament. Maybe working together. We didn't stand a chance. They just gunned everyone down.
Fuck, that's mental. You were lucky to get out alive.
I managed to escape through the sewers to Camden. A contact smuggled me out of the city, and I've been hiding out in the north since.
Prudent. Your profile is red flagged as a high-priority target in the city's surveillance system. Even a partial recognition here would have you hunted down and shot on sight.
Yeah, about that. I'm guessing that if I join up, that kind of attention extends to me, right? Christ, Sabine, it's fucking risky.
Listen, if anyone knows anything about risks, it's me. I lost everything and everyone. But it comes down to this. London is in a death spiral. And if DedSec can't pull it out, trust me, no one can. The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you. What do you say?
I'll say I'm here. So what the hell? Let's get to it.
Excellent. New user registered. Welcome to DedSec. Now, it would be irresponsible of us to release you naked and mewling into the wild. You'll find equipment around the safe house that are essential. Items in your DedSec kit.
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buccaneer, your pirate podcast.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of The Upload. We're talking about the optic and how it's changed our lives. Now, as you remember, Bloom announced a new version of the optic at the recent Tone conference, but we haven't heard too much about that since due to the dramatic events there. Let's cast our minds back and consider the technology. I mean, the optic changed everything. It lets you see things in AR. You no longer need a smartphone. You just have the small implant that sends signals to your optic nerve and lets you see your emails, take calls, and browse the internet. Coming up today on The Upload, we're talking about Skye Larson, the enigmatic founder of Broker Tech. Everyone knows her name, but coming up today on The Upload.
We have a sophisticated system for hiding your identity from facial recognition tech. It's called a mask. And while we're here, perhaps we can talk about updating your wardrobe. I mean, look at you. Come on.
You've got all these fancy new toys, but it's also important to know the basics. You need to learn how to throw a punch and how to take one. Albion will escalate if you come at them with a gun and shoot you down. We want to avoid collateral damage. In DedSec, we try to use guns only as a last resort.
I'll be right down. Could use the warm-up.
Let's start with some basic strikes. Hit me. Don't be shy. You'll want to get in under my block. Find the weak point. That's it! Couldn't have done that better myself. Quick on your feet now. You want to create distance. That's it! Yes! Nice one!
gear in order? Know enough not to punch yourself in the face or get shot for pulling out a gun too early? Brilliant. I'm working out how we find Zero Day and ruin their day, but I need someone with actual legs to do the legwork. Hope you're ready.
We have some damage control to do if we want to change the perception that we're a bunch of violent thugs. I'll let you be the judge of how best to handle yourself, but remember, you represent DedSec now.
You look like someone who's had just about enough of this bollocks. Am I right?
Are you with DedSec? If you are, I could use your help.
I mean, can't guarantee anything, but we'll try. What's up?
My mate and I were mixed up with this activist crowd. Revolting against Albion and shit. At our last protest, Albion jumped us and arrested my friend. They're dead. But we've been blocked from seeing the body. Even close family can't get through.
That's terrible.
Something about it just doesn't add up. I need to know the full story. If you can get that for me, I'll be truly grateful.
Oof, that's not good, is it? We'll look into it. So, which evil cabal are we taking on first?
Make no mistake, London is under occupation. Armed mercenaries patrol our streets, allegedly to keep people safe, but really they're keeping the people scared.
You mean Albion? Oh! Yeah, they definitely got that fascist thing going for them. Convince the people they're some kind of saviours, right?
So, we have to ignite the will to resist in the people of London by showing them that Albion aren't the solution. They're the problem.
For that, we'll need information. I'm pushing 2 sets of coordinates to your optic.
Cheers, Bagley. I've identified 2 opportunities. One, we're going to disrupt some Albion propaganda. Remind the people it's not Albion's way or the highway. 2, we need intel about Albion operations if we want to throw a spanner in their plans. You game?
Sabine, we're gonna wake up this city.
Brilliant. Let's get the people of London on board.
The friend's official record states he was taken to hospital before he died.
Probably can dig up something good if we check it. How do you feel about changing the state of things?
So, DedSec shows its face. Good. I have information for you. Very useful.
Go on.
My team and I were made redundant a few weeks ago. All 300 of us got replaced.
That's terrible.
I'm alright, but the whole situation still feels strange. Something is going on. We were good workers, skilled and efficient. Replacing us that fast? It's more than insulting. It's shady.
Yeah, you're right. So now you want DedSec to do some digging for you?
That's correct. Do this and I will owe you a favor. Trust me, this is a good thing for you.
You're at the hospital where our prospect's friend died. We can get hold of his full patient record here.
Acknowledged.
What? No, I'm just walking. That's all. Nerve of this fucker. So, you never be too careful.
You fuckwit. Useless flash of skin.
Okay. You need to calm down. All right. What was that? Let's finish this.
Track them down. Drone, get to searching. I've seen some twisted shit in my life.
Albion will protect at all costs.
That's the CTOS up there.
Must comply with Albion.
That crosses the line.
No attacks. God, this is just infuriating.
It is illegal to participate in gatherings of more than 5 people.
Hang on a second.
Detected. Beginning investigation. Combat mode engaged. Engaging hostile target.
Well, our prospect should be pleased. Turns out his friend isn't dead. Or if he is, he didn't die here.
What do you mean?
There are no patient records on file, and GPS data shows the ambulance going dark before it reaches the hospital. The driver must have switched it off. I'm upgrading this from dodgy to fucking dodgy.
I'll check it out.
You won't have to look very far. The driver is on site now.
Searching for suspect.
people even find this disgusting filth?
Hesitate to report a crime. Assemblies of over 5 humans will be disbanded. Underway.
Sending you the data.
Good. I'll do some fancy maths on it while you escape from this weirdly dangerous hospital.
Bagley, what have we got?
I've cross-referenced the driver's location history with the missing GPS data from his ambulance. Looks like he dumped his patient at an SIRS facility.
Huh. Interesting.
Deep state creeps like SIRS tend not to interrogate corpses. If our missing person is in their custody, he's probably still alive.
I'll have a gander.
so's our missing person. Looks like SIRS has been rounding up dissidents and keeping them here. Expect heavy security.
I can handle this, he said, not really feeling it.
Definitely heard something.
Fucking mad drone.
Spider's acting up. Knocking it down.
There's a hacker in the area. I'll find them. Drone, perform a search.
What happened to this drone? Can you wear it?
Terminating the search.
I know. Yeah.
Oh my god.
There he is. Get him out.
Right, look at the spider. Get to lockdown. Help me.
The spider's been compromised. The hacker's got to be nearby. They often vanished.
Did this? Yeah, have a nice night.
Piss off! Such a disgrace.
I see your spider, idiot. We need to find them.
All clear here. Moving on.
Hope you're not doing anything important. You've been activated.
Always got some bandwidth for my favourite cleverbot bags. Notified? Over.
momentum. Drone, enter search protocol.
There he is. Get him out.
What? Seriously? You just watch yourself.
Come on! Help!
If I'd wanted being harassed by an annoying buzz engine, I'd probably be
Okay, but... No, you sure? Alright,
Seriously? What?
Enhanced security protocols are in place. All non-essential activity outside of residence is prohibited.
bloody cheek. Fall in a hole. I'm done with you.
Get back to work.
Shutting down this box.
You're not listening to me. I want the target now. Drone, initiate search.
Officer injured! Fuck me! Got someone down! Come on!
Nothing here.
lock on that spider.
We have an intruder. Scanning perimeter.
Drone, initiate perimeter search.
Shit. That's gonna be hard to explain.